Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Eric, also known as Potasio, and this is Dark Souls 2. So, the hype is real for this game. I've been wanting to make a Let's Play on this, and I've attempted to make a Let's Play / walkthrough on this game for goddamn ever. Except for the fact that I get extreme red light fever and am really bad at playing this game, apparently, while commentating. Sorry about the noise just now. Had to fix something real quick. But apparently I'm really bad at commentating and playing this game at the same time. So there's going to be multiple occasions where while playing, you will hear me go very quiet for some time. Please try not to be too judgmental of that. I'm really just trying to give you guys the best idea of what this game is about. I will definitely always be trying to add as much commentary as possible, and in this walkthrough, I will be getting every goddamn item in the game that I know exists. There will be certain items I'm sure that I will miss, because it's not that hard to miss an item in this game, but I will try to get every item I know about. So, this guy will be Nah, let's just go with the original name I was thinking of, which is Giblet. Why? I don't know. Giblet. So, I just got through with about a half hour's worth of this game, doing all the nonsense that I had to do. So we're gonna go Cleric and do a Strength Faith build, because in my opinion, it's probably one of the better builds that you can do. We're just going to do some I think we're going to keep this guy pretty generic for the most part. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's Giblet, alright. There we go. So, hair. Let's do this one. It's looking like Planet of the Apes up in here. Hair color, black. Why not? Beard. Oh, he looks so silly. Oh, goodness gracious, he looks so silly. We should just go with nothing. Don't want to ruin the quality that is Giblet. So, this is Giblet, and we're going to move on. As I said, I'm going to be trying to get every item in the game, blah, 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 blah. We're going to be skipping all the cutscenes, because if you really want to see the cutscenes, you should really just play this game yourself. And I don't mean that to sound like a dick, but this game is amazing. This is the first item you're going to want to get, which is a human effigy. That is your humanity, for those of you who play Dark Souls 1 and not Dark Souls 2. I'm going to do a little bit of inventory management as we walk to the next little bit that we have to go to. Get rid of that, do that, okay, and do this. Great. So, that's inventory management for me, as far as the Cleric goes. The Cleric can be somewhat of an obnoxious character to play as in the beginning, because you have to two-hand the weapon no matter what. It's not a big deal, not like you have a shield in the beginning anyway. That's another interesting part about Dark Souls 2. This guy is an ogre, but this ogre is worth killing. Many of the ogres in this game are not worth killing. This guy totally is worth killing. So this is the strat on how to kill ogres 101. You don't just call them bad names and talk about onions in front of them. No, you just get behind them, wait for them to sit down, and whack them a couple times. Doesn't always work out, because sometimes I'm just bad. Sometimes they don't roll out of attacks! What's wrong with me? And now back to the strategy, everyone. Whack. The annoying part about this strategy is that they will somewhat curve when they sit down, so you do kind of have to get in line with their tuchus. But overall, it's definitely the easiest way to kill him. We just got the Stone Ring. Stone Ring is a cool item. Adds a base 10 poise damage, so it makes breaking people's poise a lot easier. It also allows you to actually stun people, as opposed to just whacking them and having nothing happen to them and just having them tank all your hits. And yeah, you get the idea. And since it's a base damage increase and not a percentage based, you will do plus 10 poise damage on any weapon. So on a dagger where you have 10 poise damage, normally you will then double it to 20 with the ring, and for the mace, which I'm holding, instead of 30, you will then get 40. So certain weapons in this game definitely benefit greater than others, but it's overall definitely a really good beginning of the game ring. I would definitely recommend going and killing that ogre for it, because it's free, in short, unless you die, in which case it costs you a human effigy, which kind of sucks. But I'm definitely playing a little bit better than I was 30 minutes ago. This is a backstab. Bam. Dead. Pretty badass. First time I saw that, I freaked the hell out because it was so cool. So, speaking of daggers, you got one. Cool thing about the dagger and any other dagger in the game is that you have a stupid amount of critical damage with that thing. Like, oh, how'd you live, son? So basically, if you hit someone, if you backstab someone with it, get a riposte with it, anything that involves you doing critical damage, it is 150% greater than standard. That guy's gonna hit me because I ran out of stamina because I'm not paying attention. As I said, I'm gonna get a little bit quiet in certain parts because I'm paying attention to the game. But hopefully I won't have to do that too often. Please tell me I took petrified something for my item. I don't even remember at this point. Pretty sure I did. Because it matters when you walk out here and these are your crows. Yes, I did take it. Awesome. So, the way it works is you leave different smooth and silky items. So that smooth and silky stone will allow you to get different items, and basically each different item in this case will give you will allow you to pull from a different pool tier. So small, smooth, and silky stone is the second lowest tier item you could get, but petrified something is definitely the highest tier. So you'll see that when we get our item, which is Chandler's Trident. Not the weapon I wanted, but definitely a more rare item. I think you can actually only get it from the crows. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. But I've never seen it in the game otherwise. It's an interesting weapon. It basically just does buffs. Like, it gives you an extra bit of damage. And in this case, there's no faith or intelligence minimum to use it. So any person in the game can benefit from using the Chandler's Trident. It's pretty cool. I don't ever use it because it's kind of pointless. Maybe I'll use it now and then just before a boss battle. But other than that, I can't see any real purpose for it. It's not a very good weapon. It's very hard to use, and it doesn't do much damage. So, moving on from the Chandler's Trident, I'm going to grab that Divine Blessing. Second secret in the game you're going to come to, which isn't really a secret. Drop down there, down there. This is how you could get a Cleric's Sacred Chime for free, and then you get the Morning Star. So very similar to Dark Souls 1 where they had the Morning Star hidden in a little spot. This is kind of like the graveyard area of Dark Souls 1. So you got your binoculars. Binoculars are very important for sorcerers as it allows you to cast manually in that way. So if you're looking in a direction and then just mash RB, you can actually shoot your sorceries at people manually, which is pretty awesome. Not very practical, but cool nonetheless. So this guy is going to give us our first covenant. Well, one of two covenants you could get in this area, but it's the only one that matters to me because you could get a small amount of health from joining his covenant, which is cool. Definitely appreciate it. Any day now, he'll ask us a question. There we go. So, you are now in the way of Blue Covenant. It doesn't matter to me. It's a pretty pointless covenant. I've never really experienced anything with it. Other than that, not much I can think of. I can't remember. Is there something over here? No. Hurrah for pointless. There is something over here, though, which is 800 souls via a soul item and a life gem. A lot of people are varied on life gems. Some people think it's not good because it definitely decreases the difficulty of the game. And it's true. It's true because it's an extra healing item. However, it's definitely for PvE content the most useful item in the game. Hands down, don't care. Life gems are amazing because you can hold 99 of them. So, it's great. You can hold 99 of each type, and there are different tiers of life gems. So, in these areas, you'll just see me basically blazing through them, trying to just grab all the items I can before I move on to the next area. And that is primarily because of the fact that I don't care about many of the things in Majula yet. By the way, this is your Firelink Shrine. I don't know if I mentioned that. I probably didn't because I'm being stupid. And I was flustered because the last video I tried to make didn't work. This is your Firelink Shrine. Going off this way, where that little hole is over yonder, that's one way you could go. Down that pit over there is another way you could go. Over there is another way you could go. And this way, behind this wall over here, is a different way you could go. All of these different ways are the 4 different directions you could go in from Dark Souls 1 from Firelink Shrine to get to the Lord Souls. It's the exact same goddamn concept. This is the Emerald Herald. And as you can see from the text, you can level up from her. And when I say can, I mean must. So we're going to level up once here, just to be able to one-hand our mace. It's pretty useful to be able to do that very early on in the game. I almost forgot something I can't speak. I almost forgot to get something very important over here, which is essentially this game's version of the, this game's version of kindling. I was going to say this game's version of Firekeeper Soul, but it is not. There is no kindling in this game. There only is what I picked up right now, which is called an Estus Flask Shard. That allows you to get more Estus Flasks, being that, as you'll see, I only start with 1. So now that I use this one, I will now have 2 Estus Flasks. This is a pretty crucial part, getting that second Estus Flask, being that it's very, 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 very low heal. It's very similar to the way that Dark Souls 1, level 1 Estus Flasks heal, except you only get 1 of them instead of 15 of them. So clearly this game is meant to be slightly more challenging in various aspects, until you come to a certain point where you just have the dumbest amount of things that you could heal all the time. But up until you get to that point, the beginning of this game is meant to be much more difficult than Dark Souls 1. And in a lot of ways, it definitely is. Some ways, not so much, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, we can now one-hand our mace. Sweet. Clearly the cleric starts out with a heal and a chime in which to do so. I'm going to put that away so that I don't accidentally... Ooh, that was close. I almost died. So that I don't accidentally use a heal, just mashing random buttons as I run around. Because I've done it before and it's pissed me off to no end. The reason why I made an inexplicable sound just now is because I almost died. Jump mechanics in this game weren't much improved. I'm gonna let you guys know that now. I'm not gonna make the same mistake and backstab this guy. Dead. Cool. Gonna let him have his little tizzy fit over here. Cool. And parry. First time. Sweet. That's a parry, guys. That shit is awesome. So, moving on. Grab a life gem. Come over here. This is your next bonfire. Pretty conveniently located. We're not going to take it for the simple fact that I didn't lose really any health at all, and we killed 2 of those hollows. I'm really not in the mood to fight them again. Simple as that, really. And now that I showed you guys a parry, I'm not going to try and parry all these enemies. If this was Dark Souls 1, I'd be parrying every enemy that I come across, because Dark Souls 1 parry is the easiest thing in the world. I wish I was exaggerating. It's honestly just so easy to parry in Dark Souls 1. At least for me. Maybe it's harder for you guys. I don't know. At this point, I'm just rambling. Good thing I can't hit anyone or anything. But yeah, don't get fooled. That guy's gonna pop up. So don't like be like me the first 9 times you came down to get that item and die, because that guy comes up from behind you. This next area could get a little bit hairy. Sprinting up ladders is a thing, which is a great addition to this game. I'm so happy they added it. They added, to me, Dark Souls 2 is basically a giant, massive add-on to Dark Souls 1, in the sense, not like Left 4 Dead 2 was, quote-unquote, an add-on. Foot Soldier Shield, that's actually highly useful for right now. We're not going to attack this guy, so I'm just going to D-lock from him. Not in the sense that Left 4 Dead 2 is quote-unquote an add-on to the game and was way too expensive with so little content added. It's in the sense that, oh my god, they made so many better fixes to this game that it's amazing. Clearly they did some things wrong, like the Emerald Herald, as I discussed. It really, as my friend likes to say, the same friend who doesn't like life gems, it breaks up the flow of the game a bit too much for both of our liking at this point. Life gems. And it becomes somewhat tedious and annoying. However, it's more safe to just drop off that direction, I'm not gonna lie. I can never roll in the beginning of the game. Anyway, they added a bunch of... Speaking of rolling, that's another thing that we're going to get to once we get more into stats and how they work. And which stats are more crucial than others, especially for different builds. Also, what builds work versus what definitely don't in this game. So, moving on. I don't quite remember what I was talking about before I got sidetracked at least 4 times. So we're just going to drop it. Get away from that. I should have warned you guys ahead of time just in case you're going simultaneous to me, which honestly not a great idea in my opinion. Not to insult you in any way, but if you're watching a walkthrough of this game, I would definitely just watch it first and then play. Just because this game has way too many jumps. I was hoping not to take more damage there, but that's fine. This game has a lot more jumps and BS nonsense that could get you killed quite easily. So definitely well worth it to just not... Wow, that did a lot of damage even with the shield up. That's amazing. So yeah, it's much more worth it to watch this. By the way, this guy's really bad at shooting arrows, as you can see. So you have no need to worry about him. And last time I said that guy was bad at throwing fire bombs, but he clearly proved me wrong that time. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Oh! Yeah, I was about to say, I better get in the first hit, or I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. Yeah. Those guys do a pretty decent amount of damage. I'm gonna Estus. Hello, Rejected Autumn. I haven't talked to him in a very long time, but he's a cool guy. And they can stun lock you pretty easily, so I really wasn't in the mood to die this early on in the game. So we just got the Buckler. I'm going to be replacing this shield, even though it has less... Oh, wow! Wow, the Buckler has more physical defense than that thing? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. But, I guess it's a general benefit as a whole. So, we got the Buckler. Same as in Dark Souls 1, it's a parrying shield. Adds parry frames to parrying. Simple as that. Really great item. And it's going to be incredibly useful in the next, I don't know, 10 minutes, probably? Probably less than that, 5 minutes. So, this door is locked. Just kidding. It's not. So, you're going to open up this chest and get small leather shields and repair powder. Got it. You're going to kill this guy, because he is alive and well, and he's going to kick your ass if you let him live. Hand axe and a soul item, I believe. Get through there, and this is why you wanted to kill that guy, because as you go through that door and come out to here, he will pop up and run at your life and try to murder you while you grab your Estus Flask and Small White Soapstone. Small White Soapstone acts differently from standard White Soapstone. It still is a multiplayer item, however, it works differently in the sense that it is much less time. I believe the time limit on a small white soapstone is about 15 minutes, I think. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not the most reliable source, but you get the idea. So we're just going to grab one firebomb from her, put it in our inventory, and now, see this wall here? This wall is very special, to me at least. So, get positioned correctly. Look at the third tile. You're on the third tile. Look straight down. Fire. Boom! Shortcut opens. It's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna rest at this bonfire because I have to adjust something on my computer real quick, and I'll be back in one. And we're back. So, sorry about that. I just noticed my laptop was dying, and that wouldn't have been good. So, here's a fun little thing that I like to do because of reasons that I will explain in a moment. You're gonna come over here and you're gonna kill these guys first. Okay, I was wondering where Spearberry was. I hate you. Die, please. Thank you. Have a great day. So, we're gonna get up here as fast as we can because you can't catch me. I'm the Giblet man. You're not gonna be a jerk today? You're not gonna... Okay, cool. So, this badass coming down on a freaking eagle like America was supposed to be. He is the pursuer and he is a boss. Like a legitimate in-game boss. Yada yada. He's awesome. He can be very difficult early on in the game, but when you know his moveset like I do, he shouldn't be too difficult. Unless you have a severely broken controller, in which case you might have a little bit of trouble parrying him. When did I take that much damage? I don't know. I just looked down and I had like the tiniest sliver of health left on my bar that I almost cried. So, parrying him is very easy, especially with the buckler shield. Jeez, he never does that move. Wow, he never does a 3 follow-up when I see it happen. That's extraordinary. Giving the guys a little show, I see, huh, Pursuer? So, he's pretty easy, especially with the strike-type weapon like the mace is. The strike-type weapon is OP as hell. In fact, there's a strike-type weapon that is specifically placed in the area where it is to fight one specific boss. Because they are highly, and I say they, are highly susceptible to strike damage, and it is, I believe, the highest type of damage in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Again, don't quote me on... Oh! Lord have mercy! I might be dead here. Wow. Thanks for being the ultimate brose there, Pursuer. I seriously appreciate it. That will send you flying slightly. So don't get hit by that, in short. In fact, try not to get hit by this one especially, because, oh my god, I found out the hard way that he can utterly obliterate you when he, curses you. Essentially, when his, blade, when he goes to, like, step back, and not that one, but when his blade lights up blue, get the hell out of there. It's not hard, he stays in one place, it's not like he chases you down, but you need to move when he lights up his blade. Essentially, what he'll do is he'll stick you to the end of it, he'll do a ton of damage, and then he'll curse you, which essentially hollows you one level, as in Demon Souls did, when you die once and have to recover souls, and where in that game, once you recovered your souls, you had full health again. In this game, you just lose the health, and until you revert to human again, you will have that health taken off of your max HP and Stagger Swagger. Cool. So he's gonna be dead really soon. Thankfully, I didn't die yet. And he's got jukes. And if I stand on regen, there you go. Super easy Pursuer's fight. Just took a little while, and now we have the Ring of Blades. And I forgot to put on the Covenant Ring again. So, Ring of Blades increases your damage with any kind of physical weapon ever, which is pretty badass if you ask me. I'm not going to go back to Majula to level up yet. I don't see much of a purpose in it. I really want to, like, get a little bit of a speed run strat going as far as the rest of this area goes. For a number of reasons. A, I don't want you guys to get... I can never do a plunging attack. It's so weird. I don't want you guys to get bored with the with this video or any of the walkthroughs that I do, being that they will be quite lengthy. The first time I attempted to record this episode before my recording software froze on me, the video was an hour and 10 minutes long, and that would be with maybe 2 to 3 minutes worth of cutting. So that's an hour and 7 minutes of pure gameplay. That's a long time, and I did the exact same thing that I'm doing now, which is going through the entire Forest of Fallen Giants area. So hopefully I could get through this in a little bit quicker time, so that you guys aren't having to sit there for a full hour. Also, I did last time try to kill the 2 ogres that were in Things Betwixt, which I did not do in this one for various reasons. I'll punch you to death, because why not? But yeah. Alright, see that guy up there? That little scumbag guy up there? You're gonna run in here, and then you're gonna run right back out. Because this guy, this cheeky little bastard right here, is gonna follow you right the hell in. Believe there are 2. Yes, there's the other one. Ow. So there are 2. Make sure you kill both of them, otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. So, this area is kind of interesting. So you got a Soul of a Proud Knight. Instantaneous 2,000 souls. Pretty badass, right? That guy will ruin your damn day. Like he just ruined mine. God damn it. He is a fire lizard. Do not try to kill him. Just save yourself the trouble. Just don't do it. It's hard to do. It takes a lot of time. And it's not worth it at all. You get nothing from it. He's not worth a lot of souls. And he has at least 20 more of them in there. I don't mean that literally, I mean there's like 2 more. But in all my days of playing Dark Souls, I've never gone down in that area. So I wouldn't recommend it. So I'm going to pause for just 1 second, guys, and I'll be right back again. My mistake. Hey guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to let my mom know that we were recording. So I didn't... Oof, I almost forgot he was going to be there. That was stupid of me. Beware of that. Don't be like me. So, as I was saying, I wanted to let my mom know that I was recording so that she didn't come in and start talking to me and blah, 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 and I had to freeze the video at a really awkward time. You get the idea. So, I didn't really talk about the items we got in there besides Soul of Proud Knight, 2,000 souls, which is pretty sweet on its own, but then we also got the Fire Longsword, which is an amazing item, in all honesty. I love that weapon. I think it's great. It's definitely got an awesome moveset. Longsword moveset is one of the best in my opinion. I'm actually gonna go rest at a bonfire, because I'm missing an Estus Flask, which I just noticed. And B, my mace is already at half durability, so I'm going to also add to my hotbar the hand axe that we picked up some time ago, if I could just actually add it. Not that. There we go, hand axe. Cool. So now, this time I'm just going to run past these guys, because I have no reason to fight them whatsoever. Gonna come over here, grab this little bit, which is green blossom. So, you see that guy in the distance? You don't gotta talk to him yet. You're gonna want to come in here, and then walk right back out. Because he's gonna get shot. A lot. This room, man, this room pissed me the hell off in the beginning of the game. This room can be very difficult at the beginning of the game. You have 3 guys with bastard swords in here. Apparently, bastard swords also have movesets that are like Grand Lances when they're held by hollows. That's news to me. So, now we're going to utilize our heal, because in that case, I'm also going to jump down here. Poof. We're also going to take out our shield. What is our highest rated shield? Probably this one. 85, yeah. Okay, so, wait, do I have a hollow shield? Do I have a hollow shield? Oh, wow, that's actually less. Surprising. Anyway, so you're going to open up this chest, and there's... Yup, this one is arrows. Oh, no! Oh, my God, my controller. Jesus Christ. My controller is going to get me killed. I know it. That's the first way I'm going to die. Basically, you just hold up your shield, and it does, like, less damage. So this door is interesting, because it's locked. It does not open from this side. So how the hell are you supposed to open it? Well, you go knocking on heaven's door, and, heaven answered. Except heaven also has a lot of hollows. Apparently all hollows go to heaven, so be aware of that. No backstab on that guy, but that's fine. 430 damage isn't bad either. I was about to say, there should only be one hollow left in here, and thankfully I managed to get the swing in before he did. In here is nothing more than a life ring. This is a good reason to not take the life ring in the beginning of the game as your gift. Even though it is additional health, you get a free one right there. I showed that to my friend for the first time, and he was freaking out. He was like, yo, since when is that there? I always used to take the life ring. I thought it was the best item, more health, blah, blah, blah. No, don't take the life ring. It's pointless. I'm going to pop a life gem right here, just because this whole area could get hairy. So, this is Pate. We're going to skip his dialogue, because I hate Pate. Pate's an asshole. Pate can honestly lick it. He said he's going to leave it to you. Leave it to you. Basically, he's like trying to get you killed in short. There's nothing more to it. Like, he's literally just trying to get you killed. He's trying to get you killed throughout the entirety of the game. Spoilers. But the reason why is because he's being chased by a man. Very, very, very efficient killer of a man. We will get into Pate and whatever the hell the other guy's name is, whose name escapes me, of course. I don't want to die here. Where's the door? Where's the door? There we go. Oh my god, he attacked me through the damn wall. Dark Souls, please. So this is why this area could get very hairy very quickly. Shield bash. So, in normal PvP, I don't know if this really is only a PvP thing. I honestly have never gotten it to work in PvE. But essentially, when you shield bash someone the way that he backed, like, when he, like, flew his arms back like that, essentially what's supposed to... Yeah, everyone who's on a staircase is bad at shooting arrows, by the way. Essentially what's supposed to happen is that they are fully open to you just stabbing them directly in the chest after that, when it comes to PvP at least. Alright, this guy is pissing me off. I think we're going to use our last heal here, because this is probably the last logical place to use a heal. All the other places are going to require us to be quite intensive and offensive if we don't want to die. So after you go through there and get all the stuff you can, Pate, you notice that Pate says you escaped, as though he had set that trap on purpose for you. Little things to note when it comes to Pate, besides the fact that he's just... So we're going to go through here and take care of a few hollows that are up top that can throw fire bombs down at us, which I don't really want right now. So that's where we just were, and this is the item that you just saw. So, gonna go through here, grab that light crossbow, and then this jump can be kind of hard to make. So I really hope I make it the first time, because I want to get all the items for you guys, but man oh man is that item so not worth it. Trying not to die. Yeah, items in there are not worth grabbing, so I'm not gonna grab them. Simple as that. Sorry guys. Honestly... What? What? Well, that's interesting, I guess. Never happened to me before in my entire life. But okay. Apparently those hollows could drop down now. I don't know if that's part of the update that was today, because today is February 4th, if I'm not mistaken. And Dark Souls 2 just had a massive update in lieu of the upcoming Scholar of the First Sin. As far as this game goes, guys, I'm gonna warn you guys now, I do not have the DLCs. I am a sad little boy that plays this game way too much and does not have the DLC content for it. I wonder... Oh, you could totally do that. So, if you're having trouble with the turtle guy over there, I'm sort of disappointed because he's the only turtle guy we've seen so far, and I would have liked to have showcased his moveset on how to really fight him. But if you're having trouble with him, just plunge attack. Try jumping. In short. So these guys, you just let them have their little poke party, and smack the crap out of them. Now we're gonna switch over to the hand axe because my mace is really starting to break at this point. Okay, I'm just gonna let this guy get up on his own. Because as you can see, hand axe two-handed is a horizontal attack, which doesn't really work on people lying on the ground. So, you're going to want to walk up this thing. Almost fell off. Jesus Christ. Controller, please. You're going to want to walk up that thing and wait for... Okay, you done? Thanks, bud. Okay. So basically what you were waiting for was that guy to drop down from above you. Because he will... It's not a fun situation to be on a ledge this thin. Regardless of how thin your enemy is. It's not fun. So I'm going to use an Estus Flask here, because at this point we're getting close to where we can reset our Estus Flasks. And you'll see what I mean in a second. I was about to say, going for it. So now we're definitely going to be using the hand axe. Because I think there's only one more enemy that we do kind of have to fight before we go back up and restock on Estus Flasks and all that good stuff. Restock on heals, because we do have a couple more things to do in this area. And I'm looking to not go back to a bonfire for a little while. Actually, come to think of it, I think we only have... Oh no, we have 2 more areas to do in this area, in Forest of Fallen Giants. So, after we reset and go fight the next boss, which there are 2 bosses in this area, we are going to... Okay, just rest at the bonfire, thank you. Don't go anywhere. That would be bad. We are going to... Oop! That's a summon sign. Even if it is a shade, I'll take it. Yes! No! Wow, that sucked. Usually it'll say quite immediately whether or not you're going to be able to summon that person. Every now and then there is someone that comes up this way. I do want to get someone in here for this next area, because this area could be rather long and tedious, and thank you, RNGesus. Now, hopefully, he's not an idiot and doesn't go out on his own. God, that is hideous. Scary looking guy. Do I not have 50% roll? Ah, 50.7. What can I drop? I guess I could drop could drop mace for now, since we're going to be using exclusively hand axe for a little while. Righty-ho. Alright, friend. Let's go this way. Omega... Wait. Omega Kawaii Wolf. Damn. That is some name, dude. So much respect. Alright, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Fight a boss. Hopefully he didn't go some other direction that isn't this way. Cool. Omega Kawaii Wolf is waifu. 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 Guys, we have a waifu. Yarg. So, you're gonna come over here. I'm kind of glad that Shade didn't get summoned, because I would have had to send him home. Because we want to summon Mild-Mannered Pate. Definitely want to summon Mild-Mannered Pate. He will give you his entire set of gear if you could get him to live through this fight at a later point. Essentially, free stuff. And who doesn't like free stuff? Normally, I'd let this play out, but being that we do have a summon with us, I'm not going to put them through that kind of torture. Yeah, I'm not going to put them through that kind of torture. Barely really like that. You got to be very careful when fighting Last Giant, because he will mess you up real quick. Just as our friend Omega Kawaii Wolf discovered, he could do a decent amount of damage in a very short amount of time. Also, he can pancake you. Oh, and he rips his arm off. That's fun. Not joking. And I'm gonna get, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna get hit by that, but that's okay. Ooh, he went for the triple. I almost got hit by that one, too. I will cast the final blow! Or not! I didn't mean to bring up the guide. Yeah. Alright, I'll be hyped up with you, boy. Yeah. Hype! Alright, we're out of here. Is he gonna go home? Yeah, I was about to say, I think he goes home now. That kind of sucks, because, we already defeated, Pursuer. Oh, what? What? What the hell? I didn't know that there was a second freaking escalator here. That's first of all. B, what? That's so bizarre. I don't know how to feel about that. Anyway, continuing on. We're gonna go get a pretty cool item right now. And it's not this one. So once you defeat the Last Giant, you get to run over here and use the Soldier Key to come this way. Which, by the way, this is actually an endgame zone, believe it or not. Similar to the style in which, in a way, I don't know. Never mind. I had a thought, and then the thought died very quickly. So just ignore my thought process. I have no idea what the symbol at the top left means next to my strike up for the Ring of Blades, but whatever. Don't really care. So, now then. This room, I highly suggest looking up a video on the beta, because this room looked very, very different than it does now. So, we're only going to take on one of these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. As I said, strike damage is so goddamn OP, it's ridiculous. Also, you can hit back fire bombs in this game, which is pretty badass. Like, if you time your strike correctly, you could just smack a firebomb right out of the air. It won't hit them, so don't get too excited. However, it's still badass as hell. The fact that you don't have to take damage from a firebomb is just great. So, moving on. Coming through here, this area is very, very optional. So, if you're not looking to get, like, most of the items in the game, you have no reason to be here at all, I'm telling you right now. So, I'm sorry if I led you on for... Ooh, I didn't know they dropped human effigies. So, I'm sorry if I led you on for about 30 seconds while I just went on my merry way as though this was something that was important. It is not. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm really glad I saw... Controller, please. Oh, for Christ's sake. I wonder if I can punch this guy to death. Power punch! Yeah! So, let's pray to RNGesus that this guy is going to be glitched. Yes, I think he is. Cool. So, we got... This guy can glitch out in the sense that you could just beat the hell out of him and he'll never move. He'll just stay there, just as he was. Not do anything about it. He's a little overweight, so he can't do much. It's very sad, actually. So you're gonna come through here, be wary of ambush. I thought that would be a one-shot, in all honesty. That was. Throwing knife. Very unuseful. Gonna go through here and grab ourselves a bastard sword. So, bastard sword is awesome, but we're not gonna use it yet. It's not very good for this area. But it will definitely serve us great use in the near future. So like I said, for the 5th time, strike weapons OP as hell. Yeah, not more to say about that. Now there is one more turtle guy. There he is. And there he goes. Cool. So that's it for turtle dudes in this area. No. Rude. Die. Thank you. So, we're gonna go up here and gonna grab the Swagalicious hat. I don't think we're gonna put it on because it doesn't work with our fit. You know what? Let's just change up our fit. Leather boots. Might as well go the whole leather way. Full leather armor. Sweet. Leather jacket. And through here is bonfire. So that's the last bonfire in this area. However, we do have one last thing to do before. Why is this glowing orange? That's weird. Oh, I guess that's... Oh! I guess they updated it so that it shows that's the area you're in. That's interesting. I never noticed... That or I just never noticed it and I'm stupid. So we do have one more thing to do. It's very important that we do it. There's a lot of good stuff this way, and it will help us get a bunch more stuff once we go back to Majula. Because there is a couple buildings that I'm sure you must have noticed and have been screaming at me about. You didn't go into this one building! Blah, blah, blah! Oh my god, go into the building! Why haven't you gone into the building yet? You'll see why I haven't gone into the building yet, and I'm good at spoilers. It's locked. But it won't be for long. Come on, Spear Dude. Pokey pokies. Are you gonna tether? Oh, that's cool, I guess. Have fun. Peace. So, I'm choosing to not go... That was a mistake, but it's not a bad mistake, really. It's not even that big of a deal. There is a ladder right there. It's not like you're stuck down here forever. And technically, this is the much easier... Oh, Christ! What the hell? I forgot that guy could come down here. Ow. So yeah, don't be stupid like me. I just want to pick up the thing. Thank you. I was about to say, I'm probably going to wind up using that life gem right now anyway. This area was very stupid and still is very, very stupid in my opinion. There's way too many archers in this area. It gets incredibly annoying. No need for this. Everything can stun you. Just really obnoxious. That guy was apparently still blocking even though he was mid-swing. That's fine. I'm gonna pop a heal, because I don't want to die. This guy's going to though. So I'm pretty sure that is an if you get hit by that once, that is an automatic 2-hitter. Regardless of how good your poise is. This guy you're going to want to do a little bit of a dance in front of, because... Oh, I almost didn't make it. Holy hell. Basically, if he hits you at the right time, you fall straight down to your death. We're not going to go kill the archer that's up there, because there's really no point. Stop right here. Or here. Yeah, here. There you go. Human effigy. Throwing knives. This guy. So I'm gonna spam. I don't care about anything this guy has to say. He's just a stuttering old bastard, and I don't like him. He's annoying. Once he's done stuttering, he's gonna give you a da-na-na-na key to the house in Majula. And there we go. We have now exhausted his dialogue. So we're gonna homeward boner out of here. Because we did pick up 7 in Majula, or 5 in Majula, and 2 more from the 2 bosses we beat, which is pretty sweet. Beat, sweet, feet. And actually, because I'm stupid, we do still have one last thing to do. It is very, 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 very quick. We will be done with Forest of Fallen Giants right after we're done with this, and we can move on with our lives. Normally I would just drop down, but don't really want to die so close to the end of this video. I want to last as long as I can without dying in this Let's Play. So these guys are going to aggro now. Wow, 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 wow. Get fucked. Yeah, don't let that happen to you guys. Don't let that happen to you either. Scrub-a-dub-dub. I'm gonna get my Estus Flask ready, just because I'm gonna heal for safety. This is where you will fight the Pursuer if you don't manage to kill him the first time on the platform I showed you. These things almost instantaneously kill him. Like, they do most of his life bar of damage, and it's great. So, when you get here, drop down, and you're there. Cool. So that's the Drangleic set. Really good armor and really good armor set. Really great weapon. Drangleic Greatsword. Or Drangleic Sword. Sorry, it's just a Greatsword category weapon. This guy's up. This guy might kill me. Ooh, that probably should have killed me, in all honesty. So, now that that's done, we can get the hell out of here. You can go down into that fiery pit of hell. We will not. Don't ask me to do it. I've literally never in my life done it before. What is this? What? That's new. I don't have any idea what that is. Interesting. So now we have a butt ton of souls.
Is that it?
So we're gonna level up.
How?
Yes, it is a shard I found several shards, but first we're gonna level up. So we're gonna take some strength to 15, faith to 15, endurance to 10. Let's go to 10. Vitality to 10. Adaptability to 8. I'm gonna take the vitality back, sorry, and put it into Dex. I'm gonna be leveling this character as I see fit. So I forgot to talk to Melentia. I will do that off screen. It's not necessary to do now. There's definitely gonna be things that I'm gonna be doing off screen, guys. Many of the things will basically just be talking to NPCs. So unless it's for a quest line, I will not be showing you me. I will not be showing you me talking to random NPCs, just to get them to go to certain areas, like Melentia, the one who we bought the firebomb from, to go to Majula, and then will sell us infinite life gems for 300 souls each, which is amazing. It sounds like a kind of a weird bargain, but oh man. I mentioned it once before, life gems are bae. So last time I tried to kill that guy, I died, embarrassingly. Grab that Estus Flask shard, and now, this is the only chest in the game that looks like this, because, fun story, once you get this, Soul Vessel, fun story, that used to be in the launch week of Dark Souls. Dark Souls 2, I should say. They used to put different items in that chest every day, and it was a surprise every time. Some things would just be color variants of weapons that were in the game, stuff like that. Some were just big soul items, I think. There was a variance of things, but it was definitely really cool. But ever since that chest will now only contain one single soul vessel. Soul vessels in this game are, well, since they were introduced in this game, are used to respec. So in Dark Souls 1, if you didn't like your character, instead of having to just pour out like souls in the forest, apparently I don't have any more Estus Flask shards, which is fine. Instead of having to whore out souls to get more stats, you could just respec. So guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed this in-depth video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And in the light, or in homage to Epic Name Bro, who I truly hope and pray that he comes back to YouTube. I miss you, man. I will see you guys next time.